Hey everybody, it's V from V's World. Thanks for tuning in, and let's get started with today's show. I was thinking about something the other day because I get a lot of responses on some of my videos when I talk about the female-male relations and whatnot, tall guys versus short guys, and especially in the tall guys versus short guys videos. The comments from most shorter guys that are having problems with the women, they are saying the same thing across the board. Actually, let me backtrack. They're saying like two things across the board. Same response. One of them is, I have a great personality and it's just, it's a problem for me because nobody gives me a second chance because I'm short. And then they always rebut by saying one more thing, which is, but if I were rich, I'd get all the women. Okay, first of all, guys, money does not equate into getting a woman or marriage or whatnot. And besides, even if it did, you wouldn't want that type of lady that only wants you for your money. I mean, I know I wouldn't. Personally, at my poorest or least rich part of my personal life, I've always got ladies. So it's not the money factor. We have to get out of our heads that money rules everything, because it doesn't. It really doesn't. I think at the height of my personal financial crest, if you will, peak, I didn't see myself getting any more women than I would normally get having like $10 in my pocket personally. At one point I was bringing in almost $250,000 a year. Okay, believe it or not. Well, how does he do that? Day trading stocks, real estate is how I did it. And I found out that that did not make me any more happier than when I was making $60,000 a year doing, club promotions back in my 20s. All it did was give me more responsibilities and more problems. Getting back on topic, women, especially in America, some women, they are gold diggers, no doubt. But I don't think everybody there is concerned about it as much. It's important that you do have some income to sustain yourself and your possible girlfriend or wife, of course, going out to dinner, all those type of things. And nobody wants a broke down individual. But guys, get it out of your head. Just because you think that a guy has a stunning, beautiful wife or girlfriend, it doesn't necessarily equate into him being very wealthy per se. And you got to work on yourself. It's a confidence that will get you further in life, period, regardless of what it is you're doing or what you're pursuing. And believing in yourself. But this whole money thing has got me kind of I'm just really concerned about it, that we are so close-minded and it's all about the economics in the States. Right now I'm currently not living in the States. I'm actually abroad in Southeast Asia, and I've been here for 5 months. And it's interesting because, they're concerned about money here too, no doubt. But that's another subject matter about the Thai people and what they think about money and finances. I mean, come on, it's a third world country after all. But I have a different perspective right now. And we Americans put so much emphasis, on what it is we do in our career that we forget how to be who we are. We forget even who we are. We define ourselves from our career and how much money we make. I can't tell you how many times I've read blogs about people trying to have relationships or their problems dating on a line, or am I too short, too tall, whatever the problem is that's keeping them from finding their match. And they always put in this factor about money. Money is not everything, and it definitely does not buy you happiness. We all want to feel good about ourselves, but we have to start it from the inside and then go on outward. I'm like you. I want to be successful. I want to continue to be successful with everything I do. But I've come to realize, after reaching the peak of my career in several aspects, from the event planning and the day trading and the real estate and whatnot, the entrepreneurial things that I've done in the past, I realized that happiness does not come with the dollar signs. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Happiness does not come with dollar signs. It comes with a lot of other things. Dollars, money. Sure, you can eat out more often. You can buy a fancier car. You can travel more frequently, whatnot. But at the end of the day, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just means that you have a couple more zeros in your bank account than the guy next to you. And, we got to stop that. We really do have to stop that. If you want to be happy in your life, you want the girl, you want to, want less the worries, take that out of the equation. Work on yourself, have certain freedoms, things like, I don't know, noticing the air around you, as simple as that sounds, noticing the way the sunset is. And it sounds so trite, but after being away for 5 months from the States and not into the go of it all, my point of reference and view is completely different, and I'm happy. I'm happier. I'm the happiest right now, that I don't have those type of worries. For one, the cost of living here is extremely cheap, so I'm not worried about it. How I live, it would take me, I don't know, I'd have to make probably 6 figures annually to live the same way I live here, okay, with the same quality of life. And by the way, I'm not a very wealthy person financially at the moment. I have been. I know what it's like to be at the top. I know what it's like to be at the middle. I know what it's like to be at the bottom. And by the way, finances, they go in a circle. It's one big cycle with this whole thing. And money doesn't mean shit. It's not even real, by the way. But I digress. I'm going to talk to you about money in a minute, but I just wanted to put that out there because it was on my mind. And I thank you so much for tuning in. My arm is getting tired from holding this camera, and I'm V. I'm out. Thank you. Bye.